What's up you guys? So yesterday I came across this post on Instagram which said Happy Autism Awareness Month, or I think Welcome to April Autism Awareness Month, something like that. So I looked that up a bit and I found that today, that is 2nd April when I'm recording this video, is officially Autism Awareness Day. So I thought, why not spread this awareness with whatever 200-300 subscribers I have. And on that note guys, please subscribe. It won't cost you anything, but it would mean a lot to me. So go subscribe. So anyway, I did a poll on Instagram and I asked if you guys would be interested to see a video of me sharing my experience, and since most of you voted yes, so here it is. Hi guys, I'm Jessica and welcome back to my channel. So it all started after lockdown. Everybody came back home, we had nothing to do. I had a lot of spare time, so I decided I would give home tuitions to kids. Now, this I feel is one of the best decisions of my life, and I'll tell you why. You could be having a lot of stress in your life, there could be so much going on, but just spend an hour or so with the kids and you'll feel, dude, his life is a lot cooler than mine. I mean, seriously, like, kids are so happy and so intense, so chilled out, and I just get so, happy vibes with them. So I like to spend my time with them. So anyway, okay, so coming back to the topic. So I started giving home tuitions to kids, and I was so privileged to teach this little boy. He was in 2nd standard that time, and he also had his online classes going on. So sometimes along with teaching, I would help him to take his classes as well. Now his family actually got transferred from some other place. So he was already going through a major change in life. And then me, someone who would force him to study, So naturally, he didn't like me. Yes, and this was so unusual for me because usually, I get so comfortable around kids. Kids get so comfortable around me, and this was very new for me. It took me around a month to get him to like me. Let's not discuss that part, because that 1 month period was... Let's just leave that. Okay, so initially I understood that he's a sensitive child and he would require a lot of care and attention from my side, which I tried to give, but that was not helping, that was not enough. Something was lacking, he would not let me touch his stuff, he would not obey also sometimes, like he was not comfortable to this changed environment, changed people, new city and everything, So I thought it's okay, maybe he needs some time. In a week or so he'll get better, but it was not helping. Nothing was happening. So after some days his mom told me that he was autistic. Was because now he has recovered from that autism spectrum, and it is very rare. Like, not every day everyone gets recovered from it, So it was a very rare case, but somewhere he still his behavior was still affected by it. So, and I was so shocked at that moment, it was like for the first time for me to encounter or to deal with someone who was different that way. So anyway, I knew at that point that I would require a lot of patience with him and a lot of understanding, because I can't expect him to be understanding. It is me, the one who has to be understanding with him. But you know what? He was the sweetest person. Like, even when he was not listening to me and, we were not friends at that point, but still I knew somewhere he was very sweet, he was very emotional. And that is what autistic people are actually. They are very sensitive. And not just emotionally or mentally, but in terms of their senses also. One time what happened, I didn't know at that time that about his situation. So one day there was some construction going on outside my house, and they used some drill machine or something which made a very loud sound. But it was not that loud to hurt somebody, but yeah, it was loud. And what he did, he covered his ears and he ran to the other room. And that was very unusual for me, because covering of ears is fine, but running to the other room, that behavior was different. So at that point I thought, like, this is this is different. I thought that way. But other than that, there was nothing about him that I found or which made me feel or think that he is different, that way. because he was intelligent. He could grasp things very quickly. Like if I would tell him that this has to be done this way, so he would grasp it really quickly. So I never thought or felt any way that he was different, but then his mom told me that he has recovered and stuff like that. So first thing, after knowing about the situation, what I did, I researched about autism spectrum disorder, why it's called a spectrum, because there's a range of behaviors. Like there are no certain specific behaviors to it. Like different people will show or exhibit different kinds of behavior. So there's no a particular behavior to it. There's a very broad range, a very broad spectrum to it. Okay, so I found so many articles on the internet which helped me a lot, and today I'm going to share a few things with you. So first of all, autistic people are very sensitive, as I told you, that not just emotionally or mentally but also in terms of their senses. So a very loud noise, and a very strong light, a very rough touch, or they generally don't like to be touched. Like he didn't like if I would pull his cheeks, if I would pull his cheeks, he wouldn't like it. Okay, so that way. And you know what, this is something which needs to be respected. They're already going through so much in their lives with themselves. Like they find it so hard to communicate. They are not very good at making friends, and they like to spend time on their own. So this is something which should be respected. And if you're around someone who is going through the same thing, then and he does not want to talk to you, or does not want to play with you, whatever, just respect that decision. Okay, just don't poke him all the time ki nahi, let's play and come on, just let him be or let her be, whoever it is. Okay, so this is something which is very important. Then comes that autistic people, like if someone who is autistic, someone who has not recovered, so there are many behaviors. One common behavior is like repetitive behavior. Like if they're saying something, they would say it, like repeated words, repeated actions, moving, shaking of bodies, anything. It could be anything, but repetitive. Okay, then I also remember he would sometimes when he would talk, he'd look up and say something. So I would like snap my finger and tell him, okay, right over there. Yeah, so I would just snap my finger and tell him like, where are you looking at? Talk to me, look me in the eye. So then he would just come back, So this is common. Then third thing is about the change, which I was telling, that they don't like to accept changes. So what autistic people do, they like to stick to a routine. They like to know what they are to do next. Okay, if it is their time to play, or if it's their time to watch TV or whatever, and if you're gonna interrupt it, then they won't like it. Okay, so they want to know their routine beforehand. And one thing which I learned from this is that if you treat people with care, with show some love, show some kindness, then there's nothing that you could not handle, or you could not win, if you know what I mean. If you want to be friends with someone, or if you want to build a connection with someone, that love, kindness, patience, it will really help you. It's gonna work. Initially, like when so many days passed and nothing was working, I also was starting to give up, because I felt that okay, he has formed some opinion about me, or something, and he would not like it, because maybe he must be having some other teacher back at home, from where he was coming. So maybe, and kids usually do that, they don't like to accept new people in their life, because they're so adjusted to the old ones. So that was one thing, but with time things changed and we literally became best friends, I tell you. So yeah, so that was the thing. Now another thing which I like to share is reward good behavior. Now people who are going through this situation, they like to be appreciated, and even we as normal people, everybody likes appreciation, but this appreciation for them is a very strong source of motivation, to keep doing that thing. If he did a mathematical problem right, I would appreciate him even if he did it wrong. Even if he was, at least he was trying. Even if he's trying, I would appreciate him. So that was very motivating for him to move forward, to do more. So that's one thing. Then using non-verbal mode of communication, because these people, they find it a little hard to communicate verbally. So like good, using anything non-verbal, are you happy, are you sad, anything like that. So that was really helpful. Then so if you find that the one who you're dealing with is getting furious, there was this one time when he was really angry and his face got red, he was that furious, and I don't know how to deal with him that time. I just said quietly, be patient. Patience is the key, guys. Okay, so I said quietly, I didn't say a thing. After some time, when I felt that he's calming down, because anyway, he's a kid, okay, so I waited for him to calm down a little bit, and then I started talking me in a way that I was not scolding him, or I never scolded him, okay, never in my life. Like, yes, scolding is important, of course, but when you're trying to build a relationship, when you're trying to build trust or confidence in that person, then scolding is not the key. Scolding is not a way. So I didn't scold him. I tried to talk it out with him. I tried to again show him some love, that, oh, you're my favorite, who's my favorite student, who's my favorite child, you are my favorite child, something like that. So he felt like, okay, she's not annoyed with me, and she's not angry with me. And then after some time, things got normal. So if you're facing a situation like that, be patient. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone for some time. Let them calm down. I think that probably sums that all. Other than that, there's no special thing. I guess. Yeah. That's it, I guess. And also, even with dealing with normal people, in today's world, we are already going through a lot of things, a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, even if we don't realize it. But even if you're watching something on the Instagram, somewhere subconsciously you are getting that stress. He's doing so much in his life, or he's traveling, enjoying his best life, and here I'm sitting doing nothing, just a waste man, something like that. Anything could come up in our minds. So just be chilled out, okay? It's okay. You don't know the backside of the story of that person, so why do compare? And this was something which I still somewhere feel that it's a kind of race. Who does this thing first, who settles down first, or who does a particular thing first. But it does not matter, you all have separate paths, separate ways which you need to go. So why, there's no point of comparison, there's no point of comparison. You're following a different path in life, your friend must be following different path in life, so why do you even need to compare? It's okay if he does something first, you're doing the other thing first, so it's all okay. कुछ और ही थोड़ा motivational हो गया. So anyway, that was it from my side, and I hope you guys really liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to like it, share it, and also leave a comment. Let me know how you liked it, and if there's anything else which you would like to see on my channel. And follow me on Instagram, yeah, do that, and I keep posting stuff there, so you can check that out. And I'll see you guys next week. Till then, stay safe and take care. Bye bye. Achha, yeah, before that, you can check out this playlist right here for more videos. I'll see you guys next week. Till then, stay safe and take care. Bye bye.